Hello and welcome back. Today we're going to be talking about the 4 mistakes that home sellers make when selling their home.
Hey, welcome. I'm Graham Terryberry.
Nathaniel Terryberry with Terryberry Real Estate Group, and today we're going to be going over the 4 costly mistakes that home sellers make when selling their home. So we're just going to be looking through 4 things that most home sellers miss, whether they sell it on their own or with a realtor, whatever. Anyway, we're going to dive into that and a little bit more. So let's get into it.
So number 1 on our list is to use a professional realtor. Now, obviously as realtors, of course, we're going to say that, but what we want to do is we want to use a professional realtor. We know there's a lot of realtors out there. There's a lot less professional realtors. But
Yeah.
by that, I mean somebody that is doing this full time, very good at negotiating, marketing your property. They are up to date on valuations for your community, your home type, all of those things. And you want to make sure you're hiring the right one. We recommend interviewing, more than one realtor, because you're going to be working closely with this person. You need to trust them. You need to know that you're going to be able to work well together.
Exactly. So for us, when we go to meet with people, it's all about finding the right fit. So you're going to be working, just like Graham said, closely with them. You want to kind of interview them. It's just like you are hiring them. So you want to be able to ask them questions, make sure that they're looking out for your best interest, that you feel confident in them, and that they are able to provide you with the best service possible. So yeah, you'd really just want to find someone that you work well with and you trust and knows what they're doing.
Yeah. So another benefit of working with a professional realtor is that we're not emotionally involved in this. Obviously, your home being your largest asset, you're emotionally connected with that property and maybe don't have enough mental or emotional separation when it comes to actually selling this asset. And so we're able to provide, unbiased opinion of price, what needs to be done to the home. You may have a lovely home, but we just need to maybe depersonalize it some things that when you're a little too close you don't notice. So that's something that a professional realtor will be able to help you with.
Number 2 is incorrectly pricing your home. This, I think we said the first one is the most important. This is definitely, I guess this is just an in order list. So incorrectly pricing your home can be quite detrimental to the sale and the final sales price of your home. I'm going to throw up a chart right here, and you can see that the longer the home is on the market, the less you get. So some people think, let's just start high and we can eventually bring it down and it's going to sell. Definitely not the case. As it sits on the market longer, whether it's true or not, buyers and other realtors will start looking, going, wonder what's wrong with that house? Why has it been sitting there for so long? So if you're not priced correctly from the start, then you're not going to get the most buyers through. Buyers are very educated these days. They know what things are selling for, especially if they're working with a realtor. They know how much a home should be worth. So if they see something that's overpriced, they're not even going to bother looking at it. Whether that could be the perfect house for them, and maybe they just could have put in a smaller offer and you would have taken it, they're not even going to bother looking at it. So that's a main thing, incorrectly pricing your home. As a plus on this, we have seen a lot more homes coming on the market now as the market heats up. And people are just putting them on for way too high prices, trying to take advantage of the market, and they will still sit there. So anything that is priced correctly will tend to sell in the first week or weekend, and usually goes for at least list, if not above. But anything that is overpriced will sit there. So people aren't stupid. They know what's happening. The most important thing, other than getting a professional realtor, is to price your home correctly. And that kind of goes hand in hand with the professional realtor. If they tell you a price and you're shooting for something higher, listen to them. They do this every day. You don't. No offense, but you don't. So pricing your home incorrectly can just lead to you losing thousands and thousands of dollars later on when you finally do sell the home.
Yeah, like Nathaniel said, buyers nowadays are so educated that they know probably better than anyone what realistic pricing
Even though
looks like.
some realtors.
Yeah, it's true. And in terms of what that looks like, because I think the average buyer looks at 12 to 18 properties before they buy. Not so much now in a hot market, but they have a very good idea of when a home is overpriced. And like Nathaniel said, that's one of their first filters. If it's overpriced, they're probably not going to take the time to look at the property. So you're missing out on a good portion of the hot buyers that are really ready to move and transact right away. And so number 3 on our list is not using professional photography. I'm sure we've all seen it online, whether it's realtor.ca, Zillow, whatever. You see the camera phone pictures, it's blurry, it's dark, there's toilet seats up, and it just doesn't look good. And the reality is, like 97% of home buyers will start their search on an app, whether it's on their phone or on their desktop, and their biggest filter is the pictures. You could have a beautiful house, but if you don't have the proper photography to showcase that, they've already moved on.
Yeah, exactly. So, and as a addition to that, also using professional video. Professional photography goes a long way because when buyers are looking online, that's the only way of seeing your house. But a video also can improve that even further. It can show how the house is laid out. It allows other people, maybe if they're moving from Ontario, BC, which we are seeing a lot of since over 33,000 people net migrated to Alberta last year, but it allows them to see the house without actually having to come here, without having to book a showing, and it allows 24/7 access to your home. So people can walk through it in the video. It shows how the house lays out, especially because sometimes pictures, it can be a little hard to tell, oh, well, where is that bedroom? Is it down the hall? Is it upstairs? Where is it? So a video really helps showcase that and all the other amenities that come with your home. So professional video is something that's really important. I'll put a little video that we've done right here, and you guys can see it just showcases your home to the best of its ability. So this is the most expensive thing most likely that you'll ever sell, and you want to just have it showcased in the best light. This isn't Kijiji. You shouldn't just, it's not just like you're selling a bike that's worth a couple $100. This is a couple $100,000, if not even more than that. So definitely take the time and pay the money. We provide it for all of our clients, professional photography and video, but we see it all the time where realtors will just walk in and take camera phone photos and it just doesn't look good. Again, buyers are going to look through the first 4 as the attention span is very low, and they're going to move on, even if the house is perfect for them, or it would be, because of the photos, and that is the only thing that they can see when they're looking online. They're just going to move on. So 9 times out of 10, the houses that sit on the market the longest are either overpriced or have poor photos.
And we're working with a lot of out-of-town buyers right now that maybe can't get to Calgary right away. And one of the first things that they want to know is, can we go and do a FaceTime or a Zoom or whatever? And if you already have a video of your property inside, like a virtual tour or walkthrough, whatever, it helps those buyers to make decisions much quicker as to whether they want to purchase. So it's just another marketing tool.
Mm-hmm. Number 4, not keeping your home clean and tidy for showings. First impressions count. When you walk up to a house and walk into a house and it's all messy, it really gives off the impression that the homeowners don't care about the property. And it also just shows that maybe the maintenance wasn't done, maybe it wasn't well cared for. So if your home is neat and tidy, clean, depersonalized, there's not stuff everywhere, and the buyers can actually imagine there's stuff in the space, not only does it make the space feel better, but it sets the tone for how the house feels, if it feels cared for by the owners. And people want to buy things that are cared for. Yeah, you don't want to buy a bike that's all beaten up. You want the brand new shiny bike. And it's the same thing when you go to sell your house. So make sure you're clean and tidy for showings. You want it looking as close to a show home as possible. Now, obviously, I understand you're in and out of life if you're living there at that place, and it's a little tough to keep the toilet seat clean and the kitchen and everything, but just do your best to have it in spectacular showing condition, because you just want to put your best foot forward. And I always think of it as a first date. You're not going to come with your hair all messy and your beard out or whatever it is, and you're going to want to be clean shaven, combed hair, looking good, and that's how you should be presented to buyers as well.
And also, I think you already talked about this, but it makes your rooms feel larger. Buyers can picture their furniture within the rooms, and like Nathaniel said, people buy on emotions, and if their first kind of feeling is like, they can't really see past your stuff, that impacts their overall feeling of your property, first impressions. So we said it was going to be 4 points. There is really a 4B or number 5, and that is not being available for showings or not having your home be available for showings. And we have had it where we've had buyers that have wanted to book a showing, and we've had sellers that haven't been able to take showings. And the perception being, well, if the buyer is really interested, they will come back. The reality is, unless there's nothing else available, the buyers probably aren't going to come back. So I know it's inconvenient. Selling your home is an inconvenient process, but try to make yourself available or make the home available as much as possible for showings. It's a relatively short period of time that you have to show your home to as many potential buyers as possible. So just try to keep that window of time open and not decline any showings because it's an inconvenient time. Unless, of course, you've got family issues or something like that you just can't take it. But
yeah, just do your very best to accommodate all showing requests, because at the end of the day, the more people you can get through your house, the more money you should be able to get. So,
yeah. So there you go. Those are our 4.5.
Yeah, 4.75, whatever points on costly mistakes.
So if you have any other questions, you have any other points that you would like to add, feel free to drop them in below. And if you have any specific questions regarding your property or the market in general, our details are below as well, and we would love to connect with you.
Absolutely. So before you go, don't forget to comment, like, and subscribe for all Calgary market update information, home seller tips, home buyer tips, everything to do with Calgary real estate.